What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna do something a little bit different. I like to do disc reviews, and today I literally, over the last month, have gotten a few discs. I've put them into a bag, and this entire round, other than my putting putters, I'm only gonna use these discs and review them as I play Diavolo Park or Diavolo Park. Let's run through the discs really quick. So obviously my putting putters, ignore those, but we have this MVP Ohm. That's gonna be the approach disc of the day. Blank Stamp Hex, Neutron. Both of those are Neutron. Yeet Street Discs. It's a retailer in Raleigh, North Carolina. They make this disc called the Petra. It's the numbers of a hex. Flies similar to a hex, I believe. And we're gonna be trying this out as well today. It's blendy and their plastic is made by MVP. So a lot of Axiom today. And then we're going with the Blank Stamp Terra, which is supposed to be an overstable fairway driver. And then for the the distance drivers, we have a F2 Destroyer that's flat, an F2 Destroyer that is domey, both in the halo plastic. We have a Raptor's Eye Enforcer. And then lastly, we have the Eagle McMahon Final Release Cloud Breakers, which, let's look at this. Look at this beaut. We're gonna be trying these out today. Hole one is an approach shot, so let's get into it. 34 degrees, we're out here at dawn. Only people on the course. It is pretty windy, but hopefully that shouldn't be a problem. Blank Stamp Hex, holds about 300 feet. Let's see. All right, a nice flip up to flat. A relatively straight flight, which is normal for a hex. All right, we're gonna compare that hex now to this Petra and see if it flips up to flat just like the hex. All right, a bad release and a good kick. They're pretty similar, if not totally the same. God damn! Yeah! Playing the Petra, we have a birdie look for my good kick. Woo, that was a good run. Thought I made it. Okay, hole two, we're going with the Raptor Eye Enforcer. I'm also gonna throw the Destroyers. It's a 330 straight, a little right. I'm gonna go forehand with all three so we get to see them how they fly on forehands. Not with this glove. Holy, oh my gosh. Yeah, I can't feel the disc. Oh yeah, oh, a little inside. Okay, so a slight turn, but not much. First forehand of the day, that's pretty good. We'll take it. It flew good. All right, this orange one is the Flat Destroyer. Should be slightly more understable than the domier one, but depending on the disc. Let's see. I think this one is slightly straighter. Well, didn't learn much from that. God damn! Domier one, I think I like this one better. Feels better. Oh my. Pretty stable. I think that's pretty similar to the Enforcer. Well, the flat one is more straighter. Oh yeah. Talk to me nice. I think I could forehand the glove on. Oh, yeah, let's see. That's not that bad for a glove on. Yeah, let's try again. Oh, that's so good. What? These things are thick, so. All right, hole three, we're gonna go with the Blank Stamp Terra. Trying to go straight, a little left. If this is overstable like it's supposed to be, it should bite left enough to get so far left in the fairway that I can maybe throw one of the Destroyers or Enforcers for an upshot. Now this usually looks like probably a mid, so I'm gonna put on a little more hyzer to exaggerate and hit the line. See if I can do it. I did it, just don't hit that. Dang it. Yeah, it's probably a mid. That disc is a little fast, but it actually is reliably overstable, which is good, considering sometimes when you have a 7 or 8, maybe even a 9 speed, they sometimes will come out more flippy depending, even though they say they're overstable. So that's a good sign so far. All right, we're pretty far out from the basket. If I'm able to hit this tight line and this can stay straight enough, it might be able to skip to circle 2. I don't think I have a flippy enough disc today, maybe the cloud breaker, but I don't think that's really the shot to hit this right line. So I'm gonna try forehand. We'll see how this goes. All right, here we go. Oh my, what? I hit something. I hit that sweet line, but that disc is overstable. Like that thing that was rewarding considering how hard I threw it. I didn't throw it hard enough for it to really glide that far. That was sweet. I'm actually surprised. All right, so I hit this last tree, I'm pretty sure. Hard to tell from back there. But I probably would have skipped up into circle 1. This is about 40, 45 feet. Little uphill run putt. Oh, we chipped it. I already chipped the disc. Brand new thing, I already shredded it. Woo! Feels good to make one, man. Golly, I don't know how that went in. That's actually an insane birdie. Considering my first shot hit literally the first line of trees. Grab that, please. Thank you, sir. Okay. Yeah, walking up to hole 4, it's a par 5. Set you down. All right, we're gonna test the Enforcer on a forehand. I'm just trying to get up to that layer of trees to then throw another upshot. Maybe like the Terra or something. But I'll also try and throw the cloud breaker on a little bit of anhyzer, considering I think it's flippier than normal cloud breakers. Oh, it's also a little gummier. All right, let's see if this thing has some stability. Well, that was not intended. Although that's not a bad shot. Yeah, that's not the ideal shot. All right, gonna try a forehand with the flatter destroyer and see if I can not hit the first tree in the way. Oh, it's still stable. It's stable. Ooh, good smacker. All right. First throw, last run of cloud breakers ever. Let's see how it goes. I swear, if I throw this and it's stable and it just goes to like all the way in the woods left, I'm gonna feel like an idiot. Oh my gosh. That was the best shot you could have thrown. I threw it on hyzer because of what I thought it was going to be flippy, and it flipped up perfectly and turned. It's an understable disc for sure. So whatever they say, it is right. But that shot was money. That was insane. I don't think I've ever done that. I can't even take it. That shot was so good. Well, despite hitting the first tree, we're not in a bad spot with the Enforcer. I'm going to throw through this little tunnel gap, and I'm thinking to throw the Terra flat, and if it's stable enough, it maybe will get down to a good spot to maybe throw up an upshot with the Ohm for the first time, hopefully. Normally, if I had a flippier disc, I would flip it through here, but fortunately, we don't have that today. So we're going stable. Oh no! Oh wait, that's still good.
How is that good?
Oh my gosh, it's great. That's insane. Well, that disc is stable because it still kept going. That was awesome. So my analysis so far is that this disc feels flatter, and I would say is less confident for me since I turned my forehands a little bit. Now, I'm gonna try it on a backhand in a few holes along with the other destroyer. But the green destroyer is definitely more stable and has a little more glide than this one. So that's good to note when it comes to if you're looking for a domier one or flat one, that the domier one is probably going to be slightly more stable and have more glide. At his second shot. What a bomb. All right, so I don't have any forehand discs. The Ohm feels it's not like an entropy where an entropy kind of feels more like a zone where you can flick it or like throw it on a forehand. This doesn't quite feel as comfortable. It's a little blockier. So I'm gonna try and throw a backhand standstill instead. And this is with the Ohm, first throw. I bet you it's pretty straight. We'll see. And this is also kind of a tough shot for the first throw with it, so. Oh, I threw it great. Sit. I almost made it. All right, riding the tree line. And it's not crazy understable. It seems straight. I threw it on hyzer, so. So it's a little farther than I thought. This is about 35 feet. Definitely outside circle. That was bad. All right, that's okay. If I picked up that birdie, that would have been nice, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, back with the cloud breaker. Gonna try and throw down the middle. This could go either really good or really bad. This hole is 320 uphill, so this is way too much disc. But if I throw it into the ground and it slides up to the basket, it could be pretty good. Hopefully it don't hit the concrete. Oh my gosh. Don't hit the concrete. Okay, so I did everything. I threw a perfect flip up. The disc is good. I slid it onto the ground. I didn't throw it too hard to go past the basket, so I tried to throw smooth. So if you throw this disc smooth, you can get a nice flip up the flat. And then I slid and hit the concrete. So hopefully that disc is still fine. Usually I throw an 8 to 10 speed depending on the right side. So Tara would be a good play, but I think it might be too overstable considering the last couple throws. So I'm gonna try and throw this enforcer on backhand on the right side. This is also too much disc, but ideally I throw it into the ground and throw it not as hard. Okay, never mind. I threw it down the middle. But you can see the stability of the disc as it skips 130 feet to the left. That was insane. And obviously, the more stable a disc is, the more it's probably gonna skip. All right. So far, if you're looking to get one of these limited runs, cloud breakers, through 2 throws, this thing is money. All right, skipping over to hole 9. This is a par 4, and I'm gonna let most of them fly. I wanna see how they all fly. So starting with the cloud breaker again. With it being downhill, I think this is gonna turn right, but I'll try to give it enough hyzer. We're gonna see how much glide it really has. Or maybe I'll hit a tree. Oh, I threw it on a lot of hyzer. Oh my gosh, it turned over. Yeah, this disc is flippy, but look at the glide. Oh my gosh, that was so much farther considering I didn't throw that nearly as hard as I probably could have, and I'm in the perfect spot in the fairway. It just flexed perfectly into the fairway. That thing is good. Going with the enforcer here. I know it's stable, so I'm gonna push it over the top. Oh my gosh, it's good. Look at this. That disc is stable. Flat halo destroyer. I don't really know what this is gonna do. All right, so straight out the top, stable on the finish. Good tree. I'm not gonna have to go in the creek for that. If you're enjoying the content, if you're enjoying the disc reviews and stuff, please let me know in the comments. I appreciate the input. Subscribe down below. Trying different things. And hopefully you guys like the in-depth content. All right, here's the middle of the fairway. Enforcer tombstones in the middle. Cloud breaker is right here on the left side. Okay, we're about 300 feet. I'm gonna try the Hex and the Petra back to back again on backhand. Too low, but straight. Good slide. I definitely wouldn't classify either the Petra or the Hex as stable. They're more straight, neutral, whatever. That's what I would say they are. I threw that on Annie and it just burnt. So they're not stable by any means. They're straight discs. You got to throw them smooth to even get anything out of them. Short. Little duck fart. Okay, hole 10, we're gonna throw, and then we're gonna play the Fusion hole 10 alternate pad Fusion hole to hole 11. So it's combining these next 2 holes, throwing from the side pad. But for this straight shot, basket's right behind the tree. I'm gonna throw the ohm. I'm pretty sure it's just dead straight of a disc. So ideally, if I throw it flat, this should give a good, maybe right before and slide up. So we'll see. Don't throw it shit. All right, so exactly what I said. Land a little short and slide up. That's gonna be a birdie. And it has a little bit of understability, but it's not like a beat-in NV or like a beat-in Proxy yet out of the box. I think with time, it will become more understable. So I've never played this variation of the hole, but I'm thinking hole 11's way that way. So if you throw a big hyzer, it's probably gonna be all right. To start, I'm gonna throw the Terra because I know it's overstable. And then I'll throw this Enforcer because this thing has been biting on the spike hyzers. And we'll see how much speed and distance you need for the landing zone on this shot. It looks like it's fairly tight. I think the hole's about 640 par 4. So we'll see. I don't know where I need to land, so I don't really know. That's a good shot. That's kind of what I wanted.
That's not like the perfect spot. I don't know.
I mean, it is as good as you want it. So let's see. I'm gonna throw faster now, test out the Enforcer, but throw it way on angle, see if I can get it to the left instead of kind of pushing. I think that's too far. Yeah, that's way too far. But that disc is stable. I do like that disc. So I'm throwing lots of gyro-produced plastic. The Petra is not an overmold, so it's a blendy, just solo mold disc, kind of like what Streamline is, but it's made by the MVP manufacturing, kind of like how Mint and ThoughtSpace is acting as their own. But the ohm, when checking how it goes, we are parked for birdie on 10. That is what you want. Little glove on. Bang. All right, so we landed in a good spot. Little pinch to the right. This is a pretty hard par 4 fusion hole. I think probably throwing a mid-range into the left side of the fairway will reward better. Duly noted for next time, but I didn't have a stable mid-range today anyway. Terra did the job. I'm gonna throw the Screen Destroyer on forehand and also the Enforcer one last time. See how they fly. I turned it, but it could, oh my gosh.
Wow.
Dude, that thing came out of it. I actually worm burned that, like turned it way left, and it just came out of it, got through the trees. Final forehand of the day is gonna be the Raptor Eye Enforcer, and I'm gonna see if I can just hit the fairway. See how overstable it is compared to that Destroyer. I think they're pretty similar. Oh, it's beefed. Straight right. That thing is beefy. So if you're looking for a beefy driver, Raptor Eye Enforcer's stable, along with this Terra. I'm surprised, they're good. All right, stand still. All right, a little bit juiced. All right, thank you for watching. Do a final quick review. The ohm, I'd probably say a neutral upshot disc does the job. The Halo Destroyers fly like a stable Destroyer would, as expected. Has a decent amount of glide with the domier one, so keep that in mind, but comfortability matters. The Enforcer has more stability than I thought when I came out here. Obviously the numbers support that it's overstable, but I just didn't really trust it, and I should have because this thing flew really well. The Petra and the Hex, they're made by the same manufacturer. One's overmold, one's not. They're more similar than different. The Petra is a really cool disc. It's cool to see a disc store making their own discs now with a manufacturer. That's pretty sweet. With the fairway driver, the Terra, this thing is overstable. You could definitely forehand this. I probably should have tried a forehand today. Finalizing the day out, the special Cloud Breaker. Definitely flippy like they said. Look at that thing. Anyway, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more videos in the future.